And we are live here from the Sawyer Center. SNU Volleyball ready to take on the Henderson State Reddies out of Arkadelphia, Arkansas. I am Grant McNew alongside Julia Shawaki. Julia, it is good to have you back.
I know. I was at soccer last night. Unfortunately, our men's soccer team lost to a tough Fort Hays State squad. But on the brighter side of things, volleyball, Grant won 3-1 over Washita Baptist. I didn't get to watch much of that game. Obviously, I was covering our men's soccer team, but ladies did well. Let's recap that.
Yeah,
take it away.
So the way that I described that game going in was not just you want to win. It really was a must-win for SNU on a two-game slide. Well, I take that back. Two-game conference slide. They step in, get a big four-set win here in the Sawyer Center. OBU, by the way, well, I'm from Arkansas. OBU is Washita, not Oklahoma Baptist. But Washita has actually never won a game in Bethany, Oklahoma before. So that was a big thing to see SNU step up and defend that streak. But with that, they drop Washita Baptist down to 5th place in the GAC. Southern Nazarene steps up to 7th. Now they've got a weaker Henderson State team coming in, an opportunity to jump even further in those standings.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time pregame and just in the game in general, just taking advantage of the opportunities, especially when, you're in a decent spot within the conference, but you want to continue to do better. And I feel like Henderson State is a team that the Storm can explode on. I mean, take it, sweep the game, take it in 3 sets. Don't tire yourself out having to take it to 4 or 5. And but judging by the history and the record books with this team, SNU leads 6-5 within the series, so it's a very tight matchup, but SNU's just going to have to be the better team tonight.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and this is, again, with a conference standings that's as close as the GAC is right now. I mean, you've got 6-0 Harding and 5-1 Oklahoma Baptist, but right after that it's 4-2, 4-2, 3-3, 3-3, 3-3, 3-3, and you're one of those 3-3 teams as Southern Nazarene. You have to take care of a 1-5 Henderson State in conference play, because right now you're watching 3-3 Washita Baptist go up against that 5-1 Oklahoma Baptist, who is set, hopefully, to take down Washita, making you jump up even further with Monticello, another 3-3 team, matched up against Northwestern tonight, who's 4-2. So you've got an opportunity tonight, if you handle business the way you're supposed to as the Crimson Storm, to jump up maybe 2 full spots just tonight.
And what's the crazy thing is, especially with this Henderson State team, the Storm haven't done too well in the regular season against the Reddies, but if you look at the tournament history, the Storm have, not only have they swept the Reddies in 2016 back in the GAC tournament in that year, they won in 4 back in 2019. So the Storm have a great tournament run against the Reddies. It's those regular season games where they kind of get caught up in the moment and they can't take care of business. But we're hoping that narrative is flipped this evening.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking at Henderson State going into this matchup, they're on a 4-game losing streak right now, Julia. They're 1-5 in conference, 7-11 overall. And they have a 1-4 record on the road. This really looks like a game that SNU can and should handle. You don't want to say easily, because overlooking anybody, especially in a tough conference like the Great American Conference, it can really leave you hurting. But it looks like the way that SNU played last night, if they continue that, you've got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, that was one of the keys to the game that I had in the back of my mind before I came up here, was just taking control early and doing what you do best. Obviously, the Storm don't want to get into a situation where they're down 1 or 2 sets and they have to continue to climb. And that's when you get tired and you start to get a little bit sloppy. But if they take control early and just grab the game where it is, I think they're going to be in a good position. And then doing what they do best. I know, like you said earlier, those 10 service aces.
Yes.
My goodness, that was something that you don't usually see from a team, just within this point in the tournament run that they're on. But SNU able to take care of business in that department, and we love to see it.
Yeah, absolutely you love to see that, because what else would you want to see as a volleyball fan, right? And, adding on to the service aces, it was the hitting percentages that really helped out the Crimson Storm. The second set yesterday was really scary for the Storm, and in that they hit a percentage of 30. But outside of that, it was high 200s to low 300s where they really handled business against the Tigers from Washita Baptist. If you can continue that trend here this afternoon, we could be out here by 5:30.
You always love those games when you can get out early. I mean, we love to watch volleyball, and that's the reason why we're here. We enjoy the sport, and we love to commentate on it. But again, if you want to sweep a team and get out of here early and just, obtain those bragging rights, why not do that? And I think one of the biggest things that I saw from that game, I was doing a little bit of research before I came up here just because, again, I was at men's soccer, but SNU rattled off 9 of the next 10 points in that set 1. So talk about a climb.
Yes.
And these ladies have proved time and time again that they are able to overcome a deficit. There's a lot of times when teams, they kind of let the deficit get the best of them and they crawl in that hole and they cannot get out. But SNU, that was not the case in that set 1, and arguably that was the reason why they won.
Yeah, and you look at that as a positive, and we've kind of analyzed it as a negative as well at times, saying you've got to be more consistent. But what that does for you is you're never out of it. It could be late in the third set where you've lost the first 2, and SNU has a chance, and a real chance, to come back and make it a match.
Yeah, and again, Henderson cannot be undermined. Again, they're 1-5 in conference. That's not the best record right now, but they're 7-11 overall. So, I mean, the losing portion of that record is obviously higher, but again, you cannot take a team for granted. This team is going to come out fighting tooth and nail, trying to gain a better spot in the conference standings, and SNU again 3-3, so they split the wins and the losses, but they're doing well. And I talked to Coach Ingram before the game, and he's ready, his girls are ready, and I think this could be in the Storm's favor. Absolutely,
but when you point out that 1-5 record, you have to make note of it's not 0-6, it's 1-5. This is a team capable of winning.
Exactly right, and we've got about 1:30 before the starting lineups are called. We'll go ahead and take a break so I can do the spotlights. I'm Julia Schwacke.
I'm Grant McNew.
And this is the Crimson Storm Sports Network.
And we are back here in the Sawyer Center. I'm Grant McNew alongside Julia Shawaki. Julia, are you ready?
You know, I'm so happy to be back. I love the sport of volleyball, and I had to miss it last night, and I know you were by yourself, but I'm back. I'm ready for this. These ladies have prepared for this the entire season, and this is a team that they can beat, and I have a good feeling that they are going to do just that.
So, Julia, that was actually a trick question. You said that you are ready for this. I think we have to fire you for being pro Henderson State Reddies.
Oh, the good. Would that be classified as a pun?
It could be.
It could.
Yes.
Well, we'll just say this: the Crimson Storm ladies are ready for this.
And for those of you out there wondering what in the world is a Ready, it's actually not a thing. Fun fact.
So,
it's a nickname.
Oh, okay.
So Henderson State used to be called the Red Jackets because they wore red uniforms, right? But a yearbook story, and I think it was 1920-something, actually in a story called them the Reddies. So from then on, all of the athletes were called Reddies, and the rest is history.
You know, when I played basketball here and we would play the Henderson State Reddies, none of us knew what it was. We just showed up to play, and we would win most of the time. Sometimes we got beat, but we didn't care at the end of the day. And I don't think the Storm ladies do it either.
Henderson State will get the first serve of the afternoon. That is Madison Hatt with it. Received well by SNU. They've got an opportunity to Bachelet. Sonny Bachelet had 14 kills yesterday as that hit is out. Point SNU.
Sonny Bachelet seemed to have a very good night last night. She basically sealed set 3, if I'm not mistaken.
She did, yes. Took over.
And that momentum just carried into the 4th set, and then the rest is history.
Serve is up. That was a good one. Henderson State just has to pass it over. Now a chance to the near side. Demirjian had an opportunity. Now the Reddies with it. Blocked at the net. Picked up by the Crimson Storm. Bump set far side. Bachelet hit well. Now Henderson State. Wrong hit. Miscommunication for SNU. They do get it over. Chance for the Reddies. Near side. Beautiful dig towards the middle of the floor. SNU keeps it alive. Chance again for SNU. They've got to just tap it over. Quite the volley going on right now, and SNU grabs the point off the miscue from the Reddies.
And we said it earlier, 10 service aces last game. Will we see something similar?
Madeline Lynch actually sealed it with an ace last night. So that serves up. Chance now for a long hit. Picked up by Demirjian. Set up far side. Bachelet hits it hard, gets the kill. Sonny Bachelet.
And judging by her performance last game, you would want to set the ball to her this evening.
Absolutely. Madeline Lynch. Up to the service line, sends it over. Bump set, far side. Hit well. Point SNU.
The Storm already with a 4-0 lead. This is where you really need to take control. Don't let the Reddies get what they want. That's errors, just good position on the floor.
Madeline Lynch. Tough serve, finally. Cleaned up by Henderson State. Opportunity now towards the middle. Whitney Bowie. You almost feel bad for the defense right there.
You do, but you shouldn't. Because if you allow Whitney Bowie to attack a gap as big as that one was, the play is over.
Madeline Lynch now.
There's not a lot of fans here, but the ones that are here, they might make up.
Chance. Bachelet taps it over. Now we saw that multiple times last night. Ouachita Baptist had no answer for it. Now Henderson State forced to call an early timeout. Down 6-0 in set number 1.
We won't go to a break because I have a fun fact for you. So We talked about this in previous games, the way the Storm set up in a timeout, how they have little groups, and if you're watching from home, you can see it on your screen. There's usually 4 to 5 groups, depending on how Coach Ingram wants to do it. And I talked to him earlier today, and it is position-wise. I think we were right on that guess. So he had mentioned that he wants his players who are the same position to come together collectively and talk about what is going on. So that way, as the bench girls as well can come onto the floor and tell the starters or whoever's in is what they see from the bench. It's a really good tactic. Most of the times you see just a big huddle of the team and the coach is facilitating what's going on. But I like the group aspect. I feel like that gives you a new perspective, and that's arguably why the Storm have been doing so well. They're able to see what's going on.
Yeah, it's things like that you can point to and say, you know what, that's probably why Coach Kevin Ingram has over 400 wins at SMU.
And every time I hear that number, I almost go speechless, like I just was right there, because Coach Ingram, just a veteran here at SMU, and you can't deny that. And these ladies love playing for him. And I love his tactics, especially on the sideline. I mean, you don't normally see position group timeouts like that.
Madeline Lynch back up to the service line for SNU. It's 6-0 coming out of the timeout called by Henderson State. Crimson Storm played well out of the timeouts thus far in the season. Now look at a chance to attack. Looking for Bachelet, far side in the kill. Sunny Bachelet, 7-0.
I always like to guess how many she's going to have each game, but I won't do that tonight.
Good serve. Henderson State attacking the near side, blocked at the net, point SNU. Demirjian was there and Bowie was there. 8-0. Lynch again. She'll put it up. On the attack, blocked at the net. Good play. Henderson State now. A long hit over, picked up by the Storm. Bachelet, far side, push over. Now Henderson State with a chance. Attacking, nice dig by Lynch. Set up near side, Demirjian gets it over. The Reddies, again, attacking that left side. Contact made as it goes out. Point Henderson State, their first one of the afternoon. Carson Edwards now to serve. Lynch sets it up. Brubaker with the set. Hit hard by Demirjian, blocked at the net. Thought she could tap it back over. Couldn't get it done. Make it 8-2 now.
If you're Demirjian, that has to be so unfortunate because you get up so high off the ground, and with the power behind Demirjian's arm, and just to get blocked, I know that's frustrating for her.
Demirjian taps it over. Chance here for Henderson State. Can't get anything. Tatum Smith sets it up to Demirjian. Blocked again at the net on this near side. That defense has been solid. 8-3 now.
And what once was an 8-0 lead, now the Reddies able to pick up 3.
Chance here, look for maybe, no, Whitney Bowie. SNU another chance. Tatum Smith, bump set, far side to Bachelet. Bachelet, light tap. Good dig by the Reddies. They'll attack. Whistle blows, point Henderson State.
I'm not too sure about that dig on the Reddies' part after the Bowie attack. I think Bowie hit it so hard that it almost ricocheted off her arms. I don't think she was attempting to dig it as well as that. It just shows you the power behind Whitney Bowie.
Serve into the net. Point. SNU. That's one they needed. Reddies were starting to roll. 9-4 now.
And then Brecken Myers checks in for Bachelet. Bachelet goes out with 3 kills already tonight.
Chance to the middle. Bowie. Tough spot for Henderson State. Good approach. Hit hard over. Now Tatum Smith has to pass it over to the net. Attacking far side. Hit well, point. Henderson State. Reddy's cut the lead down to 4. Now serving is Danny Dagley. Redshirt senior out of Katy, Texas. Set up far side. Chance, SNU keeps it alive, barely. Demirjian able to pop it up. Weird position for SNU. They do get it over. Now an attack, far side. That ball is out, point. Wow, they'll give that to Henderson State.
It was a weird sequence of events right there. Kaylee Brubaker, the impressive dig, and then ran into Tatum Smith, but able to get the ball back over the net. But again, the Reddies scoop up a point.
9-6. SNU holding on to a 3-point lead. Looking for a little momentum. Demirjian sends it over. Henderson State attacking the middle. Picked up well. Nearly tapped over. Henderson State challenging at the net. Rolls over to their side. They've got a chance now. And they'll get the point. 9-7. Might see a timeout here from Coach Kevin Ingram.
And Reddies are starting to see some success come from that right side. They might look to continue to use that.
Demirjian forced to push it over. Tough spot for Henderson State. Not a point you expected to get right there, but one you'll take. 10-7.
A couple of subs for the Storm. Smith and Demirjian go out, and Tessa Henry will check in, as well as on the serve, Peyton Parsons.
Miscommunication on the reception. Henderson State sets up for the attack right into the net. Point SNU.
See, when the Reddies start to make errors, just like that one, the Storm need to capitalize, get some good offense going. They can continue with the lead.
Set near side, long hit. Opportunity was there. Lynch pops it up. Now the Reddies on the attack. Set up. Bowie with the bump set. Looking for Henry. Tessa Henry with the tap. Hit well over by Henderson State. Now Bowie looking for the kill. Won't get it. Nice dig from the Reddies. Awkward position. Now another chance for SNU. Tessa Henry hits it hard. Will she get the point? No. Wow. Henderson State stays alive. Now Bowie blocked at the net. Finally tapped back over. Bowie again. Sets it up to Henry. Henry, did she get it? No, she did not. Point. Henderson.
God, hats off to SNU right there. Just the impressive grit. Brubaker continuing to be aware. Seems like the ball is going to hit the ground, but she's right there to get it. Able to keep that volley alive.
(11-8). Nice serve. They'll get the ace. Carson Edwards.
A little bit of miscommunication between Parsons and Myers.
That was Natalie Van, rather. Freshman out of Las Vegas.
And as is Demirjian.
Yes.
From Las Vegas. I wonder if they know each other.
That one into the net. Point SNU. You know, at this point, SNU is more than happy to trade points. Up 3. Chance for the Reddies, attacking far side. Nice hit. Bowie thought it was going to roll out. It did not. Point Reddies. 12-10 now.
You're SNU right now. It's be where you want to be. We talked about that earlier. Just do what you do best. Be in the right positioning.
Another great serve by Henderson State. This time with Skylar Fernandez out of Springdale, Arkansas.
You familiar with that part of Arkansas?
I am, yeah. Harbor High School.
Oh.
There are a few schools over there. Chance now for Henderson State. Picked up at the net. Good defense by SNU. Now the attack near side. Tessa Henry got the kill. Tessa Henry.
I always get excited when the left side sees some action, because SNU has seen success on that side of the floor. We saw with Demirjian as well as Bachelet. Now Tessa Henry getting a piece. One of the many keys to the success for the Storm.
That serve received well by Henderson State. Now a chance for SNU. Tessa Henry got to hit it over. That ball sails onto the basketball goal, disrupts the flow. Henderson State able to get it over. Now a chance. Wow, Sunny Bachelet. Talk about court vision. Wide open spot, she hits it beautifully. 14-11.
We'll have Brubaker to serve, one of the many great servers for the Storm.
Long hit. Blocked at the net. Point SNU. Sunny Bachelet.
You mentioned earlier disrupting the flow. That is one instance where that really disrupts the flow, especially for the Reddies. You get a really good attack, great height, and the denial.
Too much power behind that serve. Brubaker. She has been really solid behind the line for SNU. She was solid last night. Speaking of serving, do you know who really stepped up behind the line for SNU last night?
Let's hear it.
That would be the one, the only Whitney Bowie.
Whitney Bowie behind the line.
SNU tap over, blocked at the net. Now a chance for Bachelet. She'll hit it hard. Blocked at the net, she'll push it over. Quick reaction time from Bachelet. Now the setup. Brubaker looking near side to Henry. Henry hit the net. Point. Henderson State.
We mentioned earlier the fan base here inside the Sawyer Center not very active tonight, but
no.
Mr. SNU has just rolled into the building, none other than Brixton Schmidt. He is Mr. SNU.
He really is.
A little bit of intermission right now on the floor, and we're back in session, but hopefully he can get the crowd going.
Wow. Beautiful kill, Bailey Grimes. She'll stretch the lead back out to 3, 16-13.
And Tatum Smith and Chantal Demirjian will head back onto the floor with Chantal on that left side. You love to see it.
You love to see it. Reddy's attacking the near side. They'll push over. Picked up well. Good positioning. Now Demirjian on the attack. Popped up. Chance. Bachelet tried to push it over. Got the point.
You know, they didn't get that point right there, but you also mentioned the awareness and the reaction time. We're seeing that a lot, especially between Bachelet, Brubaker, just very quick motions.
Look at that. Beautiful serve. Tip the top of the net. Tatum Smith.
Do you think she practices that? Does she want to hit the top of the net and let it roll over, or is that just chance?
I like to think she practices it. She's got a really nice low serve there. Blocked at the net. That was beautiful. Bachelet. Now the Storm rolling in a timeout call by Henderson State. 6-point lead again for SNU. That's Philip McDaniel. And the Henderson State Reddies are on their heels. I think we'll take this with them. And we are back here again in the Sawyer Center. Julia, I think you've got some news for us.
Yes, breaking news. The reason why the Sawyer Center is not as active this evening is because Broomball is tonight. And I just was informed that Grant,
yes,
our play-by-play guy sitting right next to me, is actually participating in Broomball.
Yeah, I feel like I might win MVP tonight. My team's theme is costume night, so I might have an inflatable T-Rex costume ready to go.
So will you be bringing your cellular device? Because I would like a picture.
Yes, absolutely I will.
Well,
and
good.
I expect to take a lot of pictures.
Well, good. So if he ends up leaving midway through the game, you know that he will be having to warm up with his broom at Broomball. But that would be one reason why not a lot of fans are here, but we are back and underway.
Would be nice to see the Crimson Storm warming up their Broomball skills with a sweep here. Reddies struggling to get it over. They finally do. It's 19-13, 6-point lead for SNU. Demirjian on the attack. Nearly got it. Awkward run there. Point, Henderson State, 19-14.
And the Storm just 6 away from taking the first set. This is where that consistency factor comes in, just being aware.
Now serving is Madison Hatt out of Frisco, Texas. Set up, far side, Bachelet hit hard, hit well, point. SNU, Bachelet will get the kill.
Now just 5 away, and Grimes checks out. And the surprising serve master, Whitney Bowie, checks back in. How'd you like to see that last night?
That was incredible. I was pleasantly surprised. I'll push over. Madeline Lynch keeps it alive. SNU chance still. They'll get it over. Set up. Near side attack. Blocked at the net. Demirjian was there. Whitney Bowie was there. Gets sent back. 21-14 now.
And we just talked about Whitney Bowie's serving ability. But the real show is her blocking ability. She's just so versatile. And you know Coach Kevin Ingram loves the versatility from Bowie.
Now the attack, pushed over. Man, tough spot right there. Madeline Lynch was nearly at the ball. Tatum Smith made an attempt at it, threw things off just a little bit. 21-15. That's the second time we've had to stop for a shoe tie.
And it is the gold laces week.
Yes.
So you would think they'd tie their shoes.
It's pure gold, I hear. Bachelet on the attack. That is beautiful. Sonny Bachelet, 22-15.
That was a third rower right there.
Yes.
You know, we've seen a lot of volleyballs head up into the second level.
Bachelet with 7 kills already on 14 total attacks. Now the attempt for Henderson State. That ball hit out. Point SNU. 23-15. You know, the score doesn't really show how tough this set has been. Tough serve. Henderson State gonna have to push it over. Chance now for SNU to do something. They'll attack to Demirjian, near side. Nothing doing. Henderson State to the far side, hitting it hard. Lynch kept it alive. Now Demirjian again. Right, he's attacking the middle. Nice shot.
And not much you can do there. It was a wide open gap. Brecken Myers was there, but the Reddies just placed it right where she wasn't.
Yeah, Caitlin Sykes really saw the opening there in the middle of the floor. Not a lot you can do there with SNU. Still a good play. Now a chance. Demirjian hit hard. That one's not going to be caught up to.
Ooh, that almost went into the sound box that we don't use. Well, we use it for one switch, and that powers everything on in here, I believe. But Demirjian, we talk about it, that left side works so well for her.
24-16, Parsons up to serve.
This is set point.
Chance here. Whitney Bowie. 25-16. SNU will take set number 1 here in the Sawyer Center. So far the past couple of days, Arkadelphia, Arkansas is 0-1 against SNU. They'll look to make it 0-2 this afternoon. I'm Grant McNew. That's Julia Chiwaki. We'll be right back. And we are back. I'm Grant McNew alongside Julia Chiwaki. We are joined by Bruno Mars in the arena. The Sawyer Center is a big Bruno fan, I hear, Julia.
Yeah, I'm kind of in charge of picking the songs, not specifically the volleyball playlist, but I've seen a lot of Bruno songs on the team's playlist. They're fans of him, for sure.
Can you sing a Bruno song for us?
If I sang live,
yes,
into the mic, I would probably get fired, because every one of these fans that are watching back home, they probably wouldn't want to watch anymore.
You know, that's very humble of you, and I appreciate that. But right now, SNU has won one set thus far. We've only played one. They'll get ready for set number 2. First one was 25-16 in favor of the Crimson Storm as we get ready here for a big one. Henderson State.
Just to highlight, or really one highlight that really sticks out right now, Sunny Bachelet, 7 kills in that first set. Just undeniably epic. I guess that's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
I mean, she's about to eclipse double digits. I mean, I'm almost certain she will, the way she's been performing thus far. But Chantal Demirjian has 2, as well as Whitney Bowie.
Service up. And way to start things off, we'll get an ace for Tatum Smith. Bachelet for the attempt, blocked at the net. Good defense. Now Demirjian sends it over. Chance now for the Reddies towards the middle. Picked up by Lynch. Set up by Brubaker near side. Bachelet taps it over. She didn't get it. Yes, they will call it with the lift. Took them a little bit to blow that whistle. 2-0 now.
I hear someone singing Bruno down there.
I was about to say.
I'll just have to have them come up here and sing it. And another bit of time taken to discuss some things.
That serve just off the mark. Henderson State will grab a point. SNU on the attack. Bachelet taps it over. Reddies keep it alive. Now they'll get a long hit. Picked up by SNU. Chance here for the Reddies. Can't get it. Tatum Smith sets up to Demirjian. Demirjian hit hard. Was looking for contact at the net. Didn't get it. That'll knot things up at 2. And another ace for Henderson State. They've got 3 now. That one handed out by Carson Edwards. She'll get to serve again as Henderson State leads by 1 in set number 2. It's 2-3. That serve, wow.
Oh.
They'll call it in. That was a close call.
Don't think the Storm liked that one. Saw Chantal Demirjian almost exchange some words with the line judge. Glad she didn't. That was a tough call there.
Now set near side. Bachelet. Sonny Bachelet has been playing on another level these past couple of days.
Grabs her 8th kill this match.
Madeline Lynch to serve. Reddy's attacking far side. Nice approach. Kept alive by Tatum Smith. I think she might have taken that to the face. 3-4. Now 3-5. Henderson State having a good set so far.
This is where the momentum needs to be squashed. The Storm really need some good offense going on. You don't really want to exchange any points. You almost just want to do like a 2-for-1 deal.
Bachelet hits it hard. Now the Reddies with an opportunity. They send it over. Kept alive. Point, SNU. She reached over the net. You can't do that, Julia. I learned that.
Not a volleyball player, neither of us are, but we're learning,
Yes.
which is good. Keeps things interesting.
You know, they say you learn something new every day.
And I wholeheartedly believe in that.
We will get a lengthy conversation.
Lots of conversations, little intermissions going on in this match.
Uh-oh. Now a meeting between referees. Did you see the hand motion said, get out of here? That's funny. I like that. As it stands, it's 4-5. Yes, SNU will keep the point.
You know, this is where you would love to see replay cameras. I mean, all we have to do is go back to the live. In basketball, we have those as well.
And an ace for SNU.
I think that tacks on the 3rd tonight.
Brecken Myers will put an ace up on the score sheet. And what a way to get things going again after a prolonged break. Henderson State attacking far side, hit hard. There's a big gap on the floor there. They found it, make it 5-6.
My goodness, that was hit hard. Christiane Uzo. She'll check out. Probably needed a break after that one. Lots of power behind that swing.
Now let's set up Whitney Bowie. Whitney Bowie with the kill. She'll knot it up at 6.
Really just goes to show Whitney Bowie did not like the play before Had to get one of her own right there.
Peyton Parsons to serve. Righties get set up. They'll attack far side. Nice dig. Long hit over the net now. That ball will be mishandled. Henderson State steals a point there, make it 6-7.
I love how you say steals because that's arguably really what it is. As SNU makes errors, the Reddies are able to capitalize, given free points like that.
Now it's set up towards the middle. Whitney Bowie. She's coming alive. Now look at this. Are you excited for this?
I'm very excited because the Bowie that can serve is the Bowie I need to see.
Whitney Bowie, her serve. Picked up well. Chance now for Henderson State. SNU setting, far side. Tessa Henry on the attack. She got it. Tessa Henry.
We'll say that sequence was all thanks to Whitney Bowie serving.
Yes.
That's the catalyst.
Yeah.
That is the catalyst right
Good
there.
word, catalyst.
Learn
Bowie
that.
serve. Tough. Pick up. Now SNU. Set up by Brubaker. They'll keep it near side and the kill for Bailey Grimes.
And again, Whitney Bowie serve. Propelling the Storm to make great plays. She's going to stay there. Behind the line.
Soft serve. Picked up by Henderson State. Now the attack. That ball is out. And she's not getting aces, but every reception has been off balance for the Reddies.
Again, a catalyst. You love to see it. Whitney Bowie back to serve. Can she get a fourth good play going?
Much cleaner reception. That time blocked at the net. Point SNU.
Yeah, you got to think Whitney Bowie's tired of walking back there. She's got the biggest smile on her face.
11-7.
You weren't wrong about her incredible serving. Not service aces.
Not
but
yet.
man, not yet.
Now the attack blocked at the net, sent back. SNU was sick of playing games with Henderson State. Now they're on fire.
Yeah, they were knotted up at 5-5 early on. Whitney Bowie to serve one more time.
Tough spot for the Reddies. They'll have to hit it over. Now a chance to the middle and the kill. Hit hard onto the floor.
Oh, man.
And then into the face of Skylar Fernandez. And a timeout for Henderson State.
That's how you know it's hit hard, is when it ricochets back into your face if you're on the opposite side. And it's not like she was on the floor. She was crouched. She had about 3 feet above.
And 13-7 now. For a little bit, you were worried that SNU was going to struggle in this set against the Reddies, but now you see them start to roll. And you know what they say? Roll Storm.
Roll Storm. That's what we're seeing right now. You love to see the momentum pick up because, again, we mentioned it was 5-5. That's where that hole starts to be dug. You don't want to get into that. We see teams time and time again when they play the Storm, they kind of get in this dark spot. Not sure what to do. The defense and offense are both not there, but the Storm able to dig themselves out of that tie. And look where we're at now, 13-7. And Whitney Bowie, how many serves was that? I believe that was 5?
5 or 6.
5 or 6 behind the line. And again, no service aces, but my goodness, able to propel the Storm to make great plays. The Reddies just couldn't pick it up.
Yeah, and while we have a moment, while we're talking about the Storm rolling, I want to give a shout out to the women's rugby team, ranked number 3 in Division I rugby. How insane is that?
It's one of those things you can't explain. We just have great athletes in that program. Coach Eric does a great job, recruits well. They're just
and such a young program too.
So young, it's new, but they just show up to play and able to get it done.
Bowie to serve. That one a little long. That can happen out of timeouts when you're on a serving streak. We've seen it many times before. This time it gets the better of Whitney Bowie. She checks out.
I guess we can say she wanted to give Madeline Lynch some action. Another great asset to the Storm's squad.
Last night we saw Maddie Booth step up, and I made the point that Coach Ingram is just finding depth everywhere he looks. It's a beautiful thing to see. Tessa Henry on the attack. Chance again for the Storm. Brubaker with the set. The attack blocked out the net. SNU another chance. Tried to push it over. Good defense by the Reddies at the net. They'll cut the lead down to 4. SNU will set to the far side looking for Henry. Tessa Henry. No, it went out. Point Reddies. 13-10 now. They're starting to crawl back. Bray Denton out of Greenbrier, Arkansas. A former Panther in high school. Chance for SNU. Henry taps it over. Kept alive, but not long enough. Point SNU.
That was a perfect tap by Henry right there. Had enough hang time and was put in the right position. It's those plays you love to see. They just look very smart. You love the smart plays. We love the athletic plays, but we also love to see just the smart, intellectual ones as well.
SNU with a chance to set up near side. Bachelet got the kill. Sunny Bachelet stretches the lead back out to 5.
And she is 1 away from double-digit kills.
Already,
and we're only midway through the second set. My goodness.
Serve just a tad too hard. Point Henderson State. I'm looking at this Ready roster, and Bray Denton from Greenbrier, Arkansas sticks out for one reason and one reason only, is the fact that she's a former Greenbrier Panther. That is actually my high school's biggest rival.
Is it?
It really is.
Do you have any resentment right now?
A little bit, yes. I've actually definitely cheered against her personally in high school.
Oh.
That one blocked out the net. Beautiful defense. Point Henderson State.
You see the Reddies having a bit of a cheer sesh going on. This is where the Storm have got to squash that momentum. Got to maintain that lead. They're 1-0 in the match as of now.
Henry on the attack. Was looking for the alley. That was there a lot last night. This time off the mark. 15-13.
They've been really successful with that middle ground. Those small gaps in the middle of the floor have been just wide open for those successful attacks.
Yeah, we'll get a timeout call by Coach Kevin Ingram. That's a good timeout to call there. Really just take a breath, get things more under control.
Looks like we're going to take it as well. We've got a minute left. I'm Julia, and that is Grant. We'll be right back.
And we are back here in the Sawyer Center. The Storm currently lead 15-13 in set number 2. They took set number 1 pretty handedly. Not much issue for the Crimson Storm, but right now they're in a dogfight in set number 2.
A little bit of a same situation we saw last night. Had a slip up in set 2. They could turn it around, though. I'm sure Kevin Ingram had talked about that in pregame with his girls.
Lynch picks it up, set up. Strange attack, but it'll work for SNU. A little bit of trickeration towards the middle of the net as Demirjian checks in.
Looks like she's going to set up on that left side, right where we want her. It's where the action is. It's action-packed on that side of the floor. Having some trouble getting the ball over the net, and so she's collected.
Chance for Henderson State towards the middle. They will convert. Point Reddies.
The Reddies make some subs as well on their side. You see Whitney Bowie kind of getting some high knees on the sideline. She'll probably be checking in any minute now.
And that serve hit the back of the head of Aaliyah Stogner. I don't know if you saw that, Julia.
I got a peek of it. I was checking the stream. It's not every day you see that. Maybe she just wanted to wake her up.
Could not have felt good. 17-14. Lynch on the serve. Picked up well. Henderson State. Opportunity. And Kaylee Brubaker was ready for it, just mishandled. Right there. 17-15.
She's been so aware of where the ball is. She's a great asset for the Storm. That one just couldn't pick it up in time.
Demirjian on the attack. Nothing doing. Now a chance for Henderson State. They'll get it again. 17-16 now. Uzo has been phenomenal for Henderson State on the attack. She's got 5 kills. Now Bachelet. Can't get it. Uzo. She'll get another kill. Wow.
A bit of timing issues on the Storm's part right there. I think Lynch and Smith went forward at the same time. Something you got to clean up here in these last few points.
Knotted up at 17. Chance for the Storm. Attacking the middle is Demirjian. Now a chance for Henderson State. They'll bring it. Wow, picked up by the Storm. Demirjian hits it high. Lynch sends it over. And that ball barely makes its way over the net. Storm weren't ready for it. Now they'll trail by 1, 17-18. Attack. Bachelet! Sonny Bachelet gives life to the Crimson Storm. Much needed right there.
It's just unbelievable, her ability, especially on that right side of the floor.
Henderson State got to send it over. They do. Now Whitney Bowie with the kill. 19-18. The power of Whitney Bowie on display.
That's exactly what the Storm are needing right now. Back-to-back kills from Bachelet and then Bowie.
Now the attack near side. Picked up by Lynch. Bump set, looking for Demirjian. Long hit, she'll get it over. And Christiane Uzo will get another kill for Henderson State.
And speaking of catalyst, that would be the one for the Reddies. Uzo, an incredible job tonight. But she'll check out. The Storm should take advantage here.
Now Natalie Van, the freshman from Las Vegas, will serve. Push over, that was beautiful. Point Brubaker. Kaylee Brubaker.
And here come the Henry Parsons duo. Looking to keep the momentum alive for the Storm. Storm 5 points away from taking set 2. As Parsons is set to serve.
Good serve by Parsons. Picked up, chance now for the Reddies. Nice attack, they'll get the point off the kill. That was Bray Denton, I believe, the sophomore out of Greenbrier, Arkansas, who got it. Can you say something for me, Julia? That would just make my heart happy. Greenbrier, Schmeenbrier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Greenbrier. You know, we might have to do that at break.
Oh. SNU, chance. Attack near side to Bowie. Blocked at the net. Another opportunity. Set up far side. This time to Henry. Henry! Wow, kept alive by the Reddies. Now SNU another chance. Attacking the middle is Whitney Bowie. Kept alive again. Tapped over. There it is. Brubaker did it again. Kaylee Brubaker.
My goodness. You hear Whitney Bowie from the floor. Again. She's wanting another opportunity. Here she is to serve.
There it is.
Is that what you were talking about from last game?
That's what I was talking about from last game.
You know, we saw that 5-play stretch where Whitney Bowie was behind the line to serve. And again, right there, back in that position.
And you know what it makes me think of when she's up to serve? As much power as we saw from Demirjian, just a little bit of a lack of control behind the line, Whitney Bowie has no problems with that. You got that hit power, the kill power, but it's just on a line.
And I would anticipate that she practices that as well.
Absolutely. If she doesn't, then that's insane, right? Just a natural? Question mark?
Question mark, and that is a big question mark because if we look at the athleticism from the Storm team, just with Bowie, Bachelet, Demirjian, Grime, we can go down the list and talk about the athleticism. But we'll just say that Whitney Bowie does practice that because she's been darn good at it.
Yes, she's been outstanding.
We'll take a look at the stat sheet. Again, something that stands out. Sunny Bachelet, double-digit in the kill department with 10. Eclipses that number. And on Henderson State side, nobody on the Reddies with double-digit kills. So you would argue that the Storm have definitely done better.
Well, and here's what pops out to me. It's the hitting percentage for the Reddies. First set, 0. That's not a good percentage for those that don't know. They jump up to 208, which, again, not terrible, but not great. Huge improvement for them. They're still down 2 late in the second set. That ball tapped over the net. Unfortunate roll for Southern Nazarene. They'll hold on to a 1-point lead here, 22-21, as up to serve is Bray Denton.
The Storm just 3 points away from taking set 2. Consistency is key here.
High serve from Denton. Now a tap over the net. Chance here for SNU. They'll set up. Attacking the middle. Grimes was there, but it's blocked at the net. Sent over. That'll knot things up at 22. Henderson State looking to ride the serve from the former Panther. And a timeout call by Coach Kevin Ingram. It's a good timeout there. Late in the second, tied up at 22. This is one you want if you're SNU, but you need if you're Henderson State.
Right, and if we're looking at the hitting percentage coming from SNU, it's been pretty consistent. They had 217 in the first and then just a little bit down, 167 in the second. So consistency has definitely been in favor for the Storm, but the Reddies, there's some grit there. They're trying to take the set away. They don't want to be down 2-0. What's your keys here? Points that the Storm are needing.
I think you got to switch your mindset from survive to attack right here. If you're Southern Nazarene, you've seen them play a little bit defensively. I think you've got to get that offensive power going.
Yeah, we'll see that with whoever's going to come back in. Either Demirjian, Bachelet, Bowie, the surprising serve master. Looks like we're going to have Henry, Grimes up there, as well as Brubaker.
You know, I wonder who's going to win fan of the game today.
That is a good question because the fan base right now is not so hot.
My vote is one Luke Jansen because he's my roommate and we need a fan. 22 all. Now the attack by Henry. Tessa Henry. The power sends it into the student section. 23-22, 1 point lead for SNU now. They need 2 more. Up to serve is Kaylee Brubaker.
It looks like the power came from Henry. Now Bachelet's back in. You think they're going to get her the ball. Let her work with it.
Tapping the top of the net. Picked up by Henderson State. They'll push it over. Chance now for SNU. They will look for Bachelet. Bachelet gets the kill. Sonny Bachelet puts SNU within 1 of taking set number 2.
I love being right.
You always are.
I like to think that, but time and time again, I've spoken it into existence. And here we go. Brubaker serve.
Chance now for Henderson State. Picked up well. SNU keeps it alive. Opportunity to the near side. Tapped over. Now SNU with a chance. Bump set looking for Bachelet. She'll tap it. Blocked at the net. SNU again with it. Henry gets it over. Henry! Tessa Henry! She'll grab the point to end set number 2. 25-22. SNU with a chance for their first conference sweep here in the Sawyer Center. Do you hear the siren?
Oh, I hear the siren.
Wow.
We'll take a short break and come back with some stats and an analysis of that last volley right there. My goodness. I'm Julia, and that's Grant. We'll take a short break.
And we are back here again in the Sawyer Center in Bethany, Oklahoma. Last night was a big win for SNU over Ouachita Baptist. Now the second Arkadelphia, Arkansas school is in town, and right now it looks like SNU is going to go 2-0 on 2 nights.
My goodness, the Storm just playing so well in that last set. I mean, here's the analysis. Kaylee Brubaker, just ninja hands, able to dig up at a high-speed ball at that. And it almost just ricocheted off her hand right towards Peyton Parsons for the setup, and Tessa Henry able to get it right where the Reddies weren't. Able to take that one 25-22. Now the Storm are up 2-0. And the third set about to begin.
And here's what's insane to me about this game, Julia. Chantal Demirjian has 3 points. That is just out of character for her. But you've seen other players step up. Madeline Lynch Bailey Grimes has 5.5. And Bachelet has 12, which is crazy. She had, I think it was 7 kills in the first set. Now she's got 11. She dropped down to 4 in set number 2. But Demirjian, who carried SNU in the first couple of conference matchups, hasn't had to do that tonight.
Yeah, and sometimes you just hit an offensive slump. You're not necessarily playing bad, just not doing what you usually do, but that gives the rest of the SNU bench as well as the other girls on the floor a chance to make up for it, and that's what SNU is doing well right now.
And it really scares your future opponents knowing you now have multiple offensive players to scout for as Bachelet's hit is off the mark. Point Henderson State. Speaking of future opponents, the next time out for SNU will be Thursday, October 6th at Arkansas Monticello.
Yeah, and that is the hardest trip in SNU history. It's a very long one.
Yes. Wow, the kill. Bailey Grimes, middle of the net. Make it 1-1 here in set number 3.
Such an anchor for this Storm's defense right there. You gotta love her performance.
Madeline Lynch. Serve. Now the attack towards the middle. They'll get it. The Reddies with another point. Caitlin Sykes that time. She'll rotate out. SNU sets up near side. Demirjian with a hard hit. Now a chance to finish is Whitney Bowie. Did she reach over? She did. Point Henderson State. High serve. Lynch picks it up. Set up by Brubaker. Are you even surprised? It's Sunny Bachelet. How many times have we said her name tonight?
Quite a few. And I believe that will be her 12th kill. She'll take a break.
She had 14 in 4 sets last night. She's at 12 in 3 so far tonight. Chance for Whitney Bowie down the middle. Picked up by the Reddies. They'll set far side. Nice dig by Tatum Smith. Now Demirjian hit hard. Reddies bring it near side. Tough attack. Madeline Lynch is there to dig it. Now Demirjian again. Can't get it. Long hit. Was contact made? No, it wasn't. Point SNU. Tied up at 3 now. Demirjian sends it right back into the face of the Henderson State Reddies. 4-3.
We just mentioned she hasn't been as electric last night and even tonight, but right there, proving that she still has it.
Chance to the middle. Demirjian taps it over. Now the setup. Brubaker, was she there? She got it. They'll give her the point, and that's the second time. The same thing happened last night. It looks like her hand was under. That one less clear than last time. It was a bad call last night in favor of SNU. But they'll give the point to the Crimson Storm. Henderson State will grab a point right there in response. 5-4 now. Lynch with the reception will set it up to Bowie. Whitney Bowie, a lot of power behind that one. Picked up by the Reddies. SNU with another chance. Brubaker wanted to go for the kill. Mishandled on the way up. The Reddies will grab the point. Now serving is Natalie Van. Received well. Demirjian on the attack. It rolls over the right direction. SNU gets the point. How often do you see that?
Gosh, not often. That might, in fact, be the first time I've ever seen something like that happen. Just an awkward response from Demirjian right there. Rolled across the white on the net. The Reddies couldn't pick it up. He had a couple touches on their side. Just an odd sequence of events there.
Blocked at the net, point SNU. Tessa Henry and Whitney Bowie. As Parsons on the serve. Blocked at the net by Whitney Bowie again. Whitney Bowie. Oh my goodness. She's a force defensively. SNU now with 12 blocks as a team tonight. Chance for the Reddies. Hit well, picked up by SNU. Tessa Henry with the kill. 9-5.
Just great responses from the Storm right now. The Reddies seem like they're going to pick up some momentum, exchanging points, but SNU denying every opportunity there.
SNU sets up near side. Henry pushes it over down the line. That was a good play by the Reddies.
Indeed.
Not much else to say about that. They'll get the point. 9-6 now.
Madeline Lynch came in a little too far. But not much you can do right there if you're the Storm. It's a great pass over by the Reddies.
Bowie on the attack. Line judge says it's in.
Oh, wow.
Much to the chagrin of the Henderson State Reddies.
That was the same line judge that Demirjian was not happy about on a call on that side of the floor. I think he redeemed himself there.
Henderson State, tough spot. It was a good serve. A chance for Henry. She'll get it. 11-6 now. And you look who's serving for that.
It's so exciting because we've seen very many outcomes as Whitney Bowie steps behind the line. She serves her first.
Chance now for the Reddies down the middle to hit it. Tessa Henry, another kill. 12-6. SNU doubling up on Henderson State. We'll get a timeout called. I think we'll take it with them. And we're back here in the Sawyer Center. I'm Grant McNeil alongside Julia Shawaki. This is the Storm Sports Network as the SNU Crimson Storm right now are doubling up on the Henderson State Reddies out of Arkadelphia, Arkansas. A Ready is not a thing, but it is a color. Fun fact.
I guess you can almost argue that they're the Reddies because they're ready. But, I mean,
Yes.
judging by the score right now, SNU.
So my brother actually attended Henderson State, fun fact, and all of their promotional things said, "Are you ready?" spelled R-E-D-D-I-E.
Okay, so then that might be what it's implying.
Yes. 12-7 now off that point for Henderson State. Now serving is number 9, Bray Denton, 5'10" sophomore.
And SNU, the slim 5 lead, looking to push that further.
Henry, another kill for Tessa Henry. She's really coming alive.
Oh, wow. I would like to know what she ate for breakfast because Tessa Henry, this entire game, just taking control.
If I remember correctly, she was 2 away from tying her career high for kills last night. Now she's got 8.
Oh, wow.
Point SNU.
Now back to that double-digit gap. This is where the Storm really looked to pull away.
Got a conversation.
I zoomed in on Brubaker there, and I'd zoom back out because the look on her face wasn't too good. I don't think she was happy about the discussion between the judge and the Reddies. Just one Ready that time.
Yeah, Natalie Van having a conversation. Henderson State was unhappy with that call, but not much you can do about it. 14-7 now. Brubaker serve. A little too much mustard on that hot dog. Make it 14-8.
I think that kind of slipped Brubaker up right there, that long pause. I think she was ready from the get-go. Didn't like that little intermission there. Still SNU holding the 6-point lead.
Henry, a chance. She'll keep it alive after the block at the net. She'll get it again. Tessa Henry, another kill.
Oh, wow, the trajectory, off the head of a Ready bench player.
Henry will rotate out. She's got 11 kills now. Just a moment ago, she had 8. She's been on fire. Now the attack for Henderson State. They'll get it. 15-9.
Some of those plays the Storm can afford. Obviously, that was a great play by Henderson State. But on the offensive side of things, you've got Bachelet and Demirjian, and you can only hope that they're going to go on a tear right now.
Brubaker with the set, looking for Demirjian. Nothing doing. Set up now for the attack, blocked at the net. Henderson State another chance. They'll go same spot. That time they will convert. I believe that was Christiane Uzo on the kill.
Yeah, who else for the Reddies? She's been on fire tonight. It looks like Demirjian and Grimes celebrated a little early there. Thought they had the point.
Now the attack to the middle and the kill. Bailey Grimes.
Guess they celebrated early for that one as she checks out. And the serve master and just everything else in the book you want to call her. Whitney Bowie back in with Demirjian and Bachelet at the front of the net. What better trio right there.
A great serve from Madeline Lynch. Bachelet pops it up. Set up by Brubaker now. Demirjian hit hard, hit well. Cleaned up by the Reddies. They'll attack far side. Kept alive. Can Demirjian get there? No, just off the mark on the diving attempt. Make it 16-11 now. Set up far side, Bachelet! Sonny Bachelet How do you like that? 17-11 now.
You love to see her go in, do work, and then go out, get her rest. Rewarded with rest. And then Brecken Myers checks in as she is set to serve.
And Brecken Myers will immediately get an ace. Shanked off the reception. 18-11.
I believe that will be SNU's 5th ace tonight.
Myers at it again. This one received more cleanly. Opportunity towards the middle. Madeline Lynch is there. Set up for Bowie towards the middle. Whitney Bowie. 19-11.
Lots of fun out there for the Storm on their side of the court. All smiles.
Chance now for the Reddies near side. That's dangerous. They'll get it. You almost assume every time Uzo has that kind of approach that's going to be a good hit. That time proves that's a safe assumption, but she'll rotate out.
The Storm looked to intercept it well there, but there's the power from Uzo. Can't contain it if you're the Storm. But she'll check out.
Brubaker sets to Bowie. Bowie will get it. Whitney Bowie can do no wrong. Parsons will check in, as does Henry. Peyton Parsons to serve now. SNU needs 5 more to take the sweep. Get ready for broom ball later tonight. Nice shot for the Reddies. They'll get the kill.
The Storm now with just a 7-point lead. Just 5 away from winning it all.
Henry on the attack. Won't get the kill that time. Now Henderson State an opportunity. They'll hit it too far. Point. SNU may see a timeout here shortly from Henderson State. No, he won't call it.
And look who's behind the line, Whitney Bowie.
This is where you like to be. Nice easy serve for Whitney. Bowie blocked at the net. Bounces out. The defensive presence is there. Just an unfortunate bounce as Bowie will take a break. Madeline Lynch will check in. 21-14 now.
I think that was the first time that Bowie had served that it did not go the Storm's way.
Chance now for Henry. Tessa Henry again. 12 kills now for Tessa Henry. 22-14.
Just incredible.
This Storm offense is just looking for Tessa Henry.
And then you've got Brubaker back there to serve. Just a perfect situation right now for the Storm. And spoke too soon.
Just a bit off the mark. That's the first time you've ever been incorrect, actually.
You might want to write that timestamp down. Never make that mistake again. Brubaker just a little bit too powerful right there.
Yeah, just barely off, though.
She's so good behind the line to serve for the Storm. It's almost as if the line moved on the opposite side of the court.
22-15. SNU sets up, looking for Henry. Tessa Henry again! The kill for Tessa Henry. 13 from her now. She had 8 earlier in the set. She'll get a break, and you almost wish you could keep her in, as I think she's 1 away from tying her career high.
This is where I would have a walkie-talkie with Coach Ingram, letting him know to keep her in and let her hit that milestone.
Nice shot for Henderson State.
SNU just 2 away in a great situation right now. Got Bachelet, Grimes, and Demirjian up at the front along with Brubaker.
You know, last night, Henderson State got swept by Oklahoma Baptist. Now the second Oklahoma school in a row looking to do the same thing. Chance towards the middle. There it is. Bailey Grimes flew in the air right there.
It looks like Coach Ingram is going to cap off the night. He has Bowie back in at the front. You might think they're going to set her up to just kill it all.
Lynch, her serve. Picked up. Chance for Henderson State. Blocked at the net. They'll keep it alive. Ready. Send it over. Chance now. SNU's got to get it over. They do. Henderson State attacking near side. Kept alive. Lynch pops it up. Set up. Looking for Bachelet. Sonny Bachelet will end it. A sweep in the Sawyer Center. Get the brooms out of the closet. Henderson State is heading back to Arkadelphia. 25-16 at the end of the third set. And we're out of here by 5:30. Wow. How do you like that?
It's good to be back. I love covering soccer, but I love to see a sweep from our SNU volleyball team. Just an incredible performance overall. Not a lot of fans to witness it, unfortunately. They were all getting ready for broomball, but hey, the Storm going to be right there with them with the sweep over the Reddies.
That's a big sweep, and now SNU moves up at least one spot in conference standings as Arkansas Monticello just got swept, I believe, by Northwestern. Yes. So Northwestern Oklahoma State beats Monticello. SNU will move up at least to number 6, possibly to number 5 later tonight.
That's all you can hope if you're the Storm. Been playing so well recently. Couple slip-ups here and there, but tonight, looking for that spot move up. You love to see it. We're going to go over a couple stats to end the night before we hopefully interview Tessa Henry. Could be different. We'll take a look.
Could be Henry, could be Bachelet.
Could be a lot. We're looking for that team-wide interview. We'll see who's going to come up.
I'm telling you, it's doable. Get them all up here.
We will. Hey, we got a wide camera lens. It's easily doable. But Bachelet finishes with 14 kills and a hitting percentage of .414. My goodness.
Look at Tessa Henry. 13 kills, .440 on her percentage.
Those two right there did a lot of work for the Storm this evening. A total of 5 service aces and an overall .298 hitting percentage.
But Bailey Grimes, .462 as well. That's insane. That is crazy.
She only had 7 kills, not a large number, but when you have that good of a percentage, you're accurate, consistent, and that's exactly what Coach Ingram wants out of his players. She's a veteran, gets the job done every time. Chantal Demirjian a little quieter tonight, but the energy was still there, still a smile on her face. She brings so much to this team. And looks like we're going to talk with Bailey Grimes here in just a sec. But SNU takes the sweep over Henderson State with the final set, 25-16. I'm Julia, and that's Grant McNew. We're going to talk with Bailey Grimes and Coach Ingram, and we will see you next time in the Sawyer Center.
And here we are with Bailey Grimes, who just hit a 462 in this sweep. Bailey, can you tell me a little bit about your preparation going into this match?
You know, we had a great win yesterday against Washita, and really as a team we had to say we had a great win yesterday, but we have to turn around and replicate that today. So just really focusing on what we can control going into this game and just trying to execute that on the court.
You know, it was your first conference sweep here in the Sawyer Center this season. Can you talk about the team performance as a whole?
You know, as a whole, it was really dominant all the way around. Kaylee did a great job spreading the ball around for our offense, so we have multiple hitters doing great jobs. Our back row did phenomenal. First ball contact was serving, and serve receive was really great, and that's what allowed our hitters to be so great today. So it was really an all-around performance for us.
You're 2-0 in the past 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
It's an early day, 4 o'clock first serve. Do you have just any thoughts for us?
You know, I'm excited to go home and rest, happy that we went 3-0 this week. So really proud of the team this week.
All right, Bailey Grimes, a fantastic game sweeping the Henderson State Reddies. We'll be back soon with Coach Kevin Ingram.
Great, thank you.
And here we are with Coach Kevin Ingram, a big sweep here against Henderson State. Coach, you had 4 players hit above 400 this afternoon. What do you say about that?
You like that when that happens, for sure. I mean, obviously, those hitters get a lot of credit at times, but they don't do what they do if that setter doesn't do what she does and those passers don't get her balls in good position. We passed the ball extremely well today. The last set was probably our most impressive of the day because, every time we lost serve, we got it back right away and then went on another run. So we actually had 23, I think, earned points and only less than 5 or 6 unforced errors. So when you do that, it makes it easy to win a ball game for sure.
Coach, you had a big win yesterday as well. What does that quick turnaround time do to your preparation as a coach?
You know, we know that kind of going into the week. That's what we've got on our schedule. So, we're looking at teams a little bit more advanced than what we normally would. Normally we'd try to just stay focused on one team at a time, and I think the girls do a pretty good job of doing that. But at the same time, we're already kind of pre-looking at what that next matchup is as well. But they did a great job of taking and enjoying the win last night, but also going right back into preparing for the next game today, especially with the short turnaround.
Coach, can you tell me what your big takeaways are?
You know, I think my big takeaways, we're just continuing to get better each and every day. Our service game is continuing to get better. Serve receives solid right now. our hitters are doing a good job of continuing to figure things out and making in-game adjustments. I think that's something we talk about in practice every single day, but when we can make those in-game adjustments and really figure out what things are going on and then actually apply those things, it makes it a lot easier for us to execute like we need to. So a lot of good things, but still some things that we see that we need to continue to work on. I would have liked to have seen us block a little bit better today, but just kind of one of those days. But our defense was so good behind the block today, allowed us to get all those extra touches and eventually get the ball that we needed to put away.
All right, that's head coach Kevin Ingram with wise words about this afternoon. We'll be back next time here in the Sawyer Center. I'm Grant McNew. That's Julia Shawaki.
Thank you.